Yeah, but without further ado, we do have Miss Nikisha White here, owner, founder of Royal Eats. Miss Nikisha, Miss White, how are you?
Great.
Good. Thank you for joining us. And so you are today's business spotlight. How does that feel?
Can I interrupt for a second? Miss White, tell us about your past 24 hours.
My day started off yesterday at 3:30. Prepping for the parade, went to the parade, walked the parade, left the parade, had to cater the Charlottesville High School prom, left the prom to come home to get ready for the next morning to prep 150 cupcakes. Now I'm here.
Yeah,
and
now she's here, and we appreciate you.
Hey, that's the real end game. Everybody else out the movie. That's the real end game right there.
That's right, making that money, serving
Yes,
the community. Absolutely. So IMHO Business Spotlight today, like I said, it's Royal Eats, Miss Nikisha White. So, Nikisha, go ahead and just let the folks know sort of your origin story as far as how this road started, as we lead up to talking about the grand opening. Like, where did this start for you in this business move?
Well, it all started in Georgia.
Okay.
I relocated from Virginia to Georgia 2.5 years ago, and I was still in the nursing field, but had a family interruption, which landed me to do 100% care with my mom, who was in a horrific accident. And I was sitting in the house, and I was like, I have to do something. I can't just sit here. So I already knew how to cook and bake. So I just kept baking on my own terms as being self-taught. So when I come to Charlottesville, people will order stuff. So I will bring all these orders with me. A year later, living in Georgia, I had to relocate back to Virginia for my mom's rehab. And decided I didn't want to go back into the nursing field because there was a demand for my sweet treats and food. Kept it going. Never thought that I would come this far with it.
Won't he do it?
Yeah. I got a question for you. You're a local person, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How does it make you feel when somebody who knew you as a young child sees what you're doing right now? Because older people show how they feel on their face. How does that make you feel?
Absolutely amazing, and it makes you feel whole in the inside because that person see how far you have grown from when you was a child on until adult, and may have seen some of the mistakes in the past life. But it's never too late to turn around.
Tell us a little bit for those of you who may be new to Royalty Eats. Well, is that the title there?
Yes, it's Royalty Eats.
Royalty Eats. Okay. So for the audience out there that may be new to your company, tell us a little bit about your brand, what you do specifically, and what you represent here.
So Royalty Eats is the restaurant side of my brand.
Okay.
I currently have another business, Royalty Gourmet Cupcakery Cater and Events. The Royalty Gourmet Cupcakery Cater and Events, I cater events. I also set up events. I also plan events.
Okay.
The restaurant side is more so where you can come in, sit down and eat, take out. So I am going to keep those two separate. However, but you still will be able to come to Royalty Eats and order your sweet treats and place cake orders, or any type of treat you would like.
So then your sort of your cupcake delivery, I guess, bakery versus restaurant. Is that a good way to put it?
Yes.
Yeah. So is it going to be out of the same kitchen? But
yes.
Okay, but you're going to have some people managing the bakery, some people managing.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, good stuff. And now let me back up a little bit though, because I want the people to hear this success story. So you could cook, right? So you had the God-given talent, but when you decided to make this an official business, tell us a little bit about that training that went into that and what it went into to be a licensed business.
So like I said, starting out, I was self-taught, like plenty of hours up teaching myself. getting to know the ins and out. I took a little bit of CIC, but was not able to finish the CIC due to an illness of my mother. But I will be going back to CIC.
Good stuff.
After the CIC, I also joined Culinary Concepts, learning the ins and out of the kitchen, stuff that I did not know that I thought I knew. Learned a lot there, graduated from there. As of right now, I have 2 business licenses: Royalty Gourmet Cupcakery Catering Events and Royalty Eats. Also just became a city vendor for the city of Charlottesville. I tell you, my catering side has picked up so much.
Awesome.
It's just overwhelming with all the support that I've been getting towards this business. It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah. Good stuff. That's nice. Good stuff.
I got a question for you. Okay. Me and my wife, we're into food industry as well. So whenever we see people, especially females like you, Angelique, out here, doing your thing, what is it that you would tell the next young lady who, like you said, you started off in nursing, for the next young lady who might aspire to start her own business, doesn't have to be food, what would you tell her? Because I really like the fact that you said you were self-taught, which means you had your own drive. You got out there, didn't nobody give you anything. You did it on your own. So what would you tell that next young lady that's looking at you, not sure what she might want to do with her life?
Don't give up. First of all, don't give up. And don't let no one tell you that you cannot do it.
Your support system, your family, husband, children, whatever it may be, how essential is that to having a productive business?
Very. Because it's things that my husband helped me with that normally can't find nobody to do it. So he'll pitch in when I can't find that person to help out. Lord knows my mom give me all my drive. She more excited than anyone, but she helps out a lot with just the talks. What
about I'm sorry, Razor. What about that grind process? Because as Razor mentioned, we're also and Charles too, we're also entrepreneurs, and so it took some time, I imagine, to get to the point that you are now, and those days aren't always easy. And when you talk about not giving up, sometimes you think, okay, is this really, you question whether or not this is really worth it. So can you talk to us a little bit just about the grind process and how you kept your motivation to build your company into what it is now?
I kept telling myself I wasn't gonna give up, first of all. My morning starts every day at 4:00. No matter what, starts at 4:00. I feel like if the sun beats me up, it's too late.
And that's important to know, because there's a lot of people out here who think that they can, and they may have the skills to start a wonderful business, but they don't have the work ethic to support that.
Right. And when starting a business, it's the business side and also the physical side, like like as in my company, the cooking. You have to know the business side because it's not going to compromise with the skill side.
Relative to the business side, what's been one of the hardest or more difficult pieces of that you've had to
watching
learn?
My numbers.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Now when you say watching your numbers, so you talking about that old adage, money in needs to be greater than money out?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Yeah. And Max is thinking the same lines that I'm thinking, because I was going to ask, especially Charlottesville. Charlottesville is known for restaurants, right? It's like you come to Charlottesville, there's plenty to eat, if nothing else to do, right? So I was curious too on, is there any obstacles that sticks out in your mind, for trying to start in an industry is so competitive, and any obstacles that stood out to where you had to overcome?
Really not. I think that me opened up my restaurant, I think it's a little bit more than just regular food. Like everybody that cooks soul food, my soul food has like a little twist. So you're not gonna go down the street and get what I got in my restaurant. It's not. It's just that simple. You're just not. It's a restaurant that's going to be based on soul food, but it's going to be soul food with a twist. So you're not going to come there and get your average burger. Right. You may come there and get the Angus burger with the blackened shrimp and the smoked Gouda cheese. You're not going across the street to
and
get
that's
that.
important because you have to figure out your niche, right?
Right.
Max, did you see how her demeanor changed when she started talking about what she can do in the kitchen?
Look, I got hungry when you said it.
Well, my mouth got watery, didn't got dry. Hey, I like that.
Passion, that's sure. So, Nikisha, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we get back, how about we dive into the grand opening, and you could talk about what this thing is going to look like. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, so hit us during the break, y'all. 434-422-9101. Any comments or questions for Nikisha of Royalty Eats? You have Charles, Max, Razor. Stay tuned. IMHO Talk Show. We are still here. Mr. Charles.
It's Max.
Razor.
And Keisha White of Royal Eats.
Why you say it like she's cousin from down the street?
That is cousin Keisha. I knew you look familiar.
You must want some food.
Yes, we do. Shrimp and grits.
I mean, he's talking about shrimp and grits. Like, you over here talking about topping off like blackened Angus with some shrimp, and I'm like, oh Lord.
Tell us some other things on that menu. Look, she said, "Girl,
I
don't
told
get
you, her
me
whole
started."
demeanor changed when she started talking about what she do.
Okay, so we are gonna have the shrimp and grits on there. I know you guys seen me when I posted. We had to try them again, even though we know what it tastes like. Of course, the blackened Angus burger. I mean, the Angus burger with the blackened shrimp with the smoked Gouda cheese. Seafood macaroni and cheese. Double stuffed baked potato is a potato where you can get like any toppings on it. You can get broccoli, steak, and cheese. Also, the broccoli with the shrimp and the chicken together.
Now look, I'm no fool. You ain't self-taught on everything.
Lord,
you didn't grow up in the kitchen with grandma watching what was going in what and things like that?
Yeah, for the old-fashioned stuff I did, but grandma wasn't making no Angus burgers back then.
I don't know if black people cook shrimp back in the day. we get crabs on the newspaper, on the picnic table, but I don't remember no shrimp.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I have like the po' boys.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of different food.
Yeah.
For brunch, like the carrot cake waffles, the blueberry and lemon waffles. Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask a real business question. Right? So I'm listening to your menu and it sounds wonderful. Very extravagant dishes. What we've done sometimes as Order Up Mobile Food Cart is we have overextended the things that we've offered on our menu and put ourselves in a difficult position trying to afford all of these things that we've now, offered people.
We won't charge it enough.
Right. So how what went into play when you determined what was going to go on your menu and whether or not it was the smartest thing to do? Was this the best business decision to make?
I studied this menu for so long. Okay. It's ridiculous. That's just like for the food cost wise. Yeah. Studied the menu for a long time. That's just like me. I'm gonna use the shrimp and grits for an example. Like the shrimp and grits. Good dish. Something inexpensive to make, but I'm also using shrimp on baked potatoes. I'm also using shrimp on po' boys. You got your shrimp three ways.
Okay. Figure out how to best utilize it. Spread it up.
That's right.
I get you.
Oh yeah, I like this because not only are you good, like you broke it down well. You said there's a business side and then there's the skill set. Because you're confident in your skill set, you're confident in your business side. The two coincide with one another. That's excellent. I mean, I like how you're portraying yourself. Yeah, the other thing I would add too is that there's nothing wrong with us as black businesses, setting the scenery and putting ourselves out there at a higher scale. You follow what I'm saying? Because a lot, how we do. Like we want the hookup, and and that's fine and good, like for what it's worth. But
we should be marketing ourselves as well, saying, like, I have gourmet stuff here. It's not just soul food like grandma cooked it. This is gourmet stuff. And then guess what, Keisha? On top of that, you should be able to charge the same dollar amount that restaurant on the downtown mall serves.
Absolutely. And that's a problem because we've had people come to the downtown mall and say, how much for that soda? $1. I can walk up to, I ain't gonna call the name, but I can walk up to this grocery store up here and pay 25 cents. So they would rather walk a mile and a half, so to speak, instead of supporting the black business and paying the other 75 cents that they'll give the other man and say, man, that's a good deal.
Right.
I have no idea why our mindset is like that.
You will find that in a lot of places. I'm gonna use this as an example. My candy apples. I have over 252 flavors of candy apples. So somebody will call and want a dozen of candy apples. Oh, that's too high. I can go get it from such and such, or I can try to make it myself.
God bless you.
Don't happen like that.
Yeah.
Not at all. And I bet you they would only talk to you like that. And I'm being straight. This is Charles' humble opinion. Bet you that if they called a company that was owned by, let's say, another race, like, there wouldn't be no debating. Like, I'm guaranteed they're not sitting on the phone. That's something as a people we got to do.
No, I'm going to use this as an example.
Yeah.
Go up to the carnival right now and buy a candy apple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Go up to the carnival and buy a candy apple.
Keisha, they'll buy 3 of them. Won't even blink an eye. They'll buy 3 of them.
Yeah. So, Keisha, May 4th, right?
May 4th.
Grand opening.
Yes.
Listen.
I just want to
show,
be
let's,
in
let's
the
show some
number.
love.
Give some love right there. Yeah.
So, grand opening of Royalty Eats. And what's that address?
820 Cherry Avenue.
820 Cherry Avenue. All right. And one of the things that I've heard, so you can confirm it or not, that like one of your instructors from Culinary Concepts is so delighted about is that you would be his first student that not only just started a business, that's happened, but you're employing other students of Culinary Concepts, right?
Yes.
Great.
Give another
Share the love.
Give another round of applause.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and so that grand opening, May 4th, 820 Cherry Avenue.
Yep, the grand opening is at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
From 3 o'clock, and grand opening is from 3 to 6. The restaurant closes at 9, and then after 9, I have a guest list for a after celebration inside the restaurant for champagne toast.
Okay.
Now, what are your normal business hours for that?
11 to 9.
11 to 9. Okay.
Tuesday through Saturday.
Right. I was going to ask, 11 to 9 Tuesday. So you close on Sunday and Monday?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. Now the bakery though, as far as taking orders, is that a 24/7 online kind of order or?
You can. We're working on our website right now, but it should be up and running within another couple of weeks. But I have numerous of ways that you can reach me by email, and then everybody has my phone number. It's simple. You can just go right on Facebook and get the phone number. You can stop in the restaurant, place your orders now.
Good stuff.
Or you can email me, or just wait till the website is up and running. But you'll be able to come there also to just come and get dessert. The candy apples will be inside the restaurant. Cupcakes, pound cakes, regular cakes, any type of dessert that you would like, you can place an order there.
Sounds like a dangerous place.
Get it within 24 hours.
Sounds like a place easy to put on a couple pounds.
Yeah, definitely.
Listen, Nikisha, we definitely want to thank you for taking time to stop by and sit down with the folks at In My Humble Opinion and just talk about your business and just let us share you with Charlottesville and abroad. So we thank you. We wish you the best on your business endeavor, and come back and see us. Well, maybe we'll be able to get by there and have dinner one day.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Can we get on that champagne list?
Oh, you most certainly can.
Hey, look, I was going to ask him, but I thought that might have been a little too ratchet on Razor's part.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, we will be black folk a little bit. Like, we're going to pay full price, but we still going to be black.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right, family. Nikisha White of Royalty Eats and Royalty Cupcakery. We appreciate you, ma'am. Did I get that right there?
It's Royalty Gourmet Cupcakery. Catering and event.
Okay, yeah, I just got to let you do that.
That's okay. I don't care. As long as they put the royalty at the front. I don't care what they call it after that.
There you go. We appreciate you. Best of luck, in my humble opinion.
Royal Eats. That's right. Royal Eats. a Southern Twisted Soul Food Eatery coming to 820 Cherry Avenue. Grand opening date, May 4th at 3 p.m. Home of the Royal Double Stuffed Baked Potato. Contact us at 434-923-EAT. That's 434-923-EAT. Royal Eats supports this station.